In the big woods of Tennessee lived an old man in a one-room cabin all by himself.
His first mistake.
There were a big stone fireplace at one end of that cabin, and every night when he come home from hunting, he just cook himself up whatever he caught on that big open fire. And if he ain't catch nothing, well, then he just cook himself a big pot of beans.
His intestines was sturdy.
Now, one night, he was a-setting by that big open fire, cooking himself a pot of beans, when all of a sudden, coming up through a hole in the floorboards, come a paw, a thing. Now, that were a hole he might have should have fixed last summer, but darn it, it's too late now. That thing was pressing itself more and more inside of the cabin.
It had long, pointed teeth.
Sharp.
Fiery red eyes.
Mean.
It were as big as a dog, but it wasn't like no dog he ever seen before.
Not these parts.
He picked up a hatchet and... oh, he chopped the tail right off. That thing set up a howl. It dived back down through the hole in the floorboards and ran off into the night. And the thing were gone. But there were its tail. In the middle of the floorboards. Wiggling.
The darndest thing.
He picked it up, and then he remembered he didn't have no meat for his beans. So he tossed it in the pot and cooked it. And then, like a fool, he ate it.
His second mistake.
By and by, it's getting late, and he figured he should crawl into bed and go to sleep. So he crawls in and he pulls up the covers, and he's just about to drift off when all of a sudden he hears a scratching at the door, like somebody's trying to get in. He thought it was a raccoon, but all he heard was...
Taily bone, I want my taily bone.
Now that old man figured someone was playing a trick on him. Lehman Lee, is that you? But all he heard was...
Taily bone, I want my taily bone.